So the controversial Sheikh, I can use the word controversial Sheikh Gumi, is calling the FCT Minister, Wike, a satanic person. He says, and further added that Christians and their infidels cannot be trusted with Nigeria's security. He's calling Christians infidel. So does it mean that Nigeria now belongs to Muslims and not for all? This man has been going scot-free with all his controversial statements for years. I mean, not just that as well. This man further claimed that Tinubu
government, not one that will hesitate not to support the maintenance of our national monument, be it Islam, be it Christian. It is not. You cannot, because all of us were in authority. Every day we say, may God help us. May God help us. If we say, may God help us, what are the centers of worship of that God you call to help you? If that center of worship is not there, how dare you begin to say, may God help us? So you also have a role to make sure that center of worship is still maintained well for the worship of God. So let me declare to you here, sir, whatever assistance you think, which the previous administration or authority have been helping, if we do not surpass it, we'll continue to do that.
We collide with Muslims, or he'll be removed from office if he fails to sack Satanic Wike as FCT Minister. Wike had been accused of going against Muslim or trying to demolish, mosque in this Abuja, as he is the FCT Minister. However, the real issue here is that the lands that were allocated to religious organizations, not just Muslim, both Christian and Muslims, to develop, they did not develop it. Remember that the day Wike was sworn in as FCT Minister, he made it clear that all those that built their houses, they develop their properties on the place they are not supposed to develop, it will go down. And all those that have been given permission to develop and they kept those lands, those portion of lands for years, their license will be revoked. So what everyone need to understand is that what the federal government is, or Federal Capital Development Authority (FCD) or Federal Capital Territory Authority is saying is that you either develop or a revocation order will be issued to you. Develop or revoke order has actually been issued to some religious organization, which I believe the Muslim group, the Muslims and the Christians are involved. Wike made this known in Abuja when he received the board of the National Mosque led by its chairman Alhaji Yahya Abubakar. He said he exempted the Christian organization, Muslim organization from the 3-month ultimatum earlier issued to owners of undeveloped plots. The administration, which I said in September last month, granted a 3-month grace period for owners of 189 undeveloped plots of land in Abuja to begin developing them or risk having their allocation papers revoked. So the FCT Minister Wike said the decision to extend the ultimatum for religious groups was largely because they depend on free will donations for sustainers. Wike also said that the revocation order issued to owners of abandoned projects and plots was not targeted at any individual or groups, but rather to change the landscape of the territory, that's Abuja, and to discourage criminals from hibernating in them. Last week or few days ago, Wike and his colleagues went to Mabushi, where robbers and thieves have been using as their hideout. So if you know Mabushi very well, you see that there are some undeveloped lands there. That's where all these thieves, robbers, they use as their den. They can snatch your phone, they can steal your valuable, they will run in there. So he ordered the clearance of those undeveloped lands so that these robbers and thieves will not have a den where they could hide. Again, he said, in order to fight crime and change the landscape of the city, we will not allow uncompleted buildings. Therefore, those who gave years go now and start completing them. We know the finances of religious groups. They are handicapped as they are not business people. We can say on religious grounds, instead of 3 months, we can give additional time. But it's not targeted at anybody or group, as he has been accused of targeting Muslims. And Sheikh Gumi is calling him Satanic Person, that Muslims will collide with Tinubu and remove Tinubu if he did not sack Satanic Wike. So it means that it is no longer the court that removes elected members on grounds that they did not win or they did something that is against the rule of law. So it's now Muslims that remove people. That's what Sheikh Gumi is telling Nigerians. So it's really sad that this man is going scot-free with all these controversial claims and statements that he is making. He's going scot-free. I mean, nobody's like, imagine that the table is flipped and another person is the one making these utterances. The person will be in jail by now. But yes, it's Sheikh Gumi. He can wake up and say anything he wants to say. I mean, basically nothing will happen to him. And again, not just that, Wike as well addressed doctors, resident doctors in Abuja. He said that if they should go on strike, he will save money.
Make recommendations and see the ones who can do and the ones who cannot do. Didn't have a strike.
They're no good.
I like it. When you go on strike, I save money. Even if you come back, I won't pay. Who determine it in court?
They're no good.
It's just because it's not about promising. It's reality on ground. I don't believe in theory. Reality on ground.
That was a careless stuff. These doctors, nurses, health workers, they are saving lives. They need to be, be given whatsoever thing they are demanded for. But just as careless he is in his or some of his utterances, he said he will save money when they go on strike, and when they come back, he's not going to pay them. That's why we don't have many doctors in Nigeria again. Once they get their license, housemanship, once they are done, they will travel abroad where they are paid handsomely. But the bottom line of this podcast is this: Sheikh Gumi should be put in check. Sheikh Gumi should be cautioned. Time has come for this man to be interrogated and should be put to his place.